You are sitting across from her at a fancy restaurant, sipping your wine and trying to read the subtle cues in her eyes. The conversation flows effortlessly, but beneath it all, you feel the tension, that familiar sense of unease that whispers, this isn't where it ends. You know exactly how the story goes. Here's what nobody tells you. High value men often struggle with maintaining long term attraction not because they lack external assets or resources, but because their internal mechanisms are out of sync. Your success and stability can actually undermine your ability to sustain genuine chemistry over time. This isn't about failing, it's about an unconscious pattern that needs redefining. Let's call this the investment paradox. The more you invest emotionally before real attraction exists, the further away true desire moves. You have been banking on external signals like financial security or social status to keep her interested. But those factors alone are not enough for long term attraction. What's missing is an internal shift in how you present yourself. Consider this. When she first met you, she was drawn not just by your achievements, but by the spark of mystery that comes from a man who isn't fully defined by his success. But as time went on, her perception shifted to seeing you as someone reliable and secure. Qualities that are comforting but don't ignite passion. The psychological mechanism is rooted in how attraction works neurologically. Initial sparks comes from novelty and intrigue, while long-term bonding requires deep emotional intimacy and connection. When your external achievements overshadow your internal presence, she loses sight of the qualities that initially drew her to you. Your brain gets constant validation and excitement from achievements, making it hard to find lasting satisfaction in relationships. The more you rely on external factors, the harder it becomes to sustain genuine chemistry. To break this pattern, you need a shift in thinking. Move from being seen as the provider to the lover. This isn't about changing who you are fundamentally. It's about redefining how you present yourself and interact with women. Focus on building emotional intimacy through meaningful conversations and shared experiences. Here's an example of what this looks like in practice. Instead of planning another fancy dinner, suggest a casual hike or weekend getaway that encourages vulnerability and connection. Show her you are not just there to provide but also to engage emotionally and spiritually. This shift can reignite the spark by allowing both of you to explore deeper levels of intimacy. Think about how your mindset affects your approach. If you think that maintaining high levels of attraction should be effortless once the relationship starts, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Instead, focus on understanding and nurturing the psychological needs that sustain long term connections. This involves being attentive to her emotional cues, showing genuine interest in her life beyond just physical intimacy. You might think that your financial stability or social status should guarantee her interest indefinitely. But what if I told you that these external factors are not enough to maintain genuine chemistry over time? Problem lies deeper in how your mind processes ongoing connections versus the initial rush of attraction. Your brain gets used to the excitement of new experiences and struggles to find similar levels of satisfaction in long-term commitments. To break this cycle, focus on creating moments of novelty and intrigue within a stable relationship. Small gestures like unexpected surprises or spontaneous adventures can reignite that initial spark. Show her you are not just reliable but also unpredictable, someone who keeps her guessing and engaged emotionally. If you think that this information was helpful for you, you can check out our Magnetic Mindset course. Hundreds of men have already gotten their dream girl and now it's your turn. The link is in the description. If you can take one thing away from this video, it should be this. Your success has been a shield for your lack of masculine frame. But the moment you own this truth and replace it with a focused effort on emotional connection, the transformation happens. I am dating ASAP. Class dismissed.